tour. Today we're visiting the Hallberg-Rassy boatyard, a place with a lot of history. They've been building sailboats for 80 years. Their focus has always been on blue water yachts, and some people even call them the Rolls-Royce of boats. They build everything from 34 foot all the way up to the flagship 69 foot. About 90% of their boats are exported. To date, they've built around 9,700 yachts, and apparently they've never missed a delivery, not even during the pandemic. Looks about as in good condition as ours. It's a CNC place where they cut the parts out. So it's like the start, got the wood in here, like cutting out all the kitchens and here are some of the examples of sheet material that's used within the process. Here we're in the CNC workshop. This is where they cut the interior pieces using 3 CNC machines. The precision here is pretty amazing, down to 0.05 millimeters. They can cut marine plywood, plexiglass, aluminium and even solid wood. The machines have lasers that project cut lines onto the material to reduce waste, and they automatically switch between tools, like cutting or drilling. Once the pieces are cut, they're sent off for trimming and finishing, which we'll check out later. It's very quiet. As we're heading out here, you can see a stack of parts that are being finished machining and on the way to be finished, which we'll see shortly. Here is where they're assembling the hard tops. These are much sturdier than a canvas top, and they are a lot quieter. Even in strong winds, it's possible to have a conversation without having to raise your voice. They also make a great spot for solar. Now we're in the wood moulding section. This is where layers of wood are glued together and carefully bent into shape using large moulds. The process is called lamination and is used to create curved or custom shaped parts for the boats. The wood is clamped into these molds. After the glue dries, the pieces hold their new shape permanently. It's really strong and quite flexible way to form complex shapes. This area contains a variety of accessories such as composite decking, water tanks, engines and so on. Now we're into the wiring area. This is where all the electrical components come together. You'll see examples of switch panels from the various boats, wiring harnesses and various electrical systems such as pumps and battery chargers. Everything is carefully laid out and pre-assembled, so when it comes time to install into the yachts, it's pretty much plug and play. This approach speeds up the process but also ensures quality.
Det här är 57, va?
Den blir här va? Elsnören här. Det är väldigt bra. Ja, det är som ligger där va?
He's building a wiring harness here for one of the boats.
They keep their workshop nice and tidy.
This part. This part is similar to the previous area. This is where they do the plumbing. All the pipes and connections are prepared for installation. Drain pipes and cooling for the engine. Oh, that's where they're making the. In this area they're preparing pieces of the deck that are a bit smaller and later attached to the boat. These are cut in the CNC and assembled here. You can see just on the wall all the templates that they use to do the final cutting out to size. We're now into the main joinery area or woodworking. It looks pretty similar to a normal woodworking shop. It's quite a significant part of the factory. with the size of the machines and also the size of pieces they build in. The finish on some of these pieces is amazing. It's extremely smooth. This was quite surprising to see. I'd figured they would be using prepared lumber, but they were building stuff from completely raw lumber, pretty much tree trunks, and machining it down. It's likely to allow them to have a much better control on the quality of the wood that they're using. I'll basically start here with raw lumber. Yeah. So all the inside's mahogany, that dark red, and the yeah, this will all be dark, the inside stuff. Outside they use the teak. Oh, there's the teak. That's what.
Bloody silk perch round here.
No. This is the hand finishing area where the finer details come together. Here you can see where craftsmen will be assembling and sanding wooden items like stairs and other custom interior pieces. Unlike the more automated process we saw earlier, this work is done entirely by hand. Each piece carefully fitted, sanded and shaped to ensure a perfect finish.
Ja, de har en som en stor ostbit, eller de sitter kloka utan de här händerna.
Gör ni det?
Nej, vi köper skidorna. Vi köper
En sån stor bräda.
Ja, de är ju rätt breda. Det är ju kvartersstugor. Det får ju bli väldigt långt.
So that's how it starts, and this is what they polish it up to. That's how it starts, and they polish it up like this.
So it's varnished, I think. Some kind of polyurethane. So they do like the oak inside now to get like that light oak. Oh, look at this fancy place. Back to the automation. This machine is a new addition to the yard. It's used to apply varnish to most of the plywood sheets. The varnish is cured instantly by powerful UV lamps. which is both quick and environmentally friendly. No solvents means there's no pollution. The process is controlled to get the right thickness and smoothness. There's a second machine that presses the varnish into the wood, creating a really smooth surface. The whole process takes about 2 minutes. It's done 2 to 3 times for a total of 4 to 6 coats. From everybody walking. As if that wasn't enough, there's some final finishing to do. Both plywood and solid parts are finished here, mostly with clear varnish. It's all done with automation. Cameras track the parts and varnish is applied carefully to make sure it's even. For the larger pieces, they sprayed by hand. Here are some of the example parts. As you can see, all different shapes and sizes are finished perfectly. The finish is amazingly smooth, it's glass-like. Before the finishing process, everything gets sanded. This machine can handle pieces up to 1.3 meters wide and sands them down to tolerance within thousandths of a millimeter. It's all about getting the smooth, flat surface. Finally, we're at the assembly stage. The actual holes are built in another Hallberg-Rassy factory and brought to the site here in Ellos. They stay in the building bay until they're completed. The entire assembly process is designed with long-term ownership in mind. They install the teak deck, through-hole fittings and rudder first. Then the entire interior goes in, and only after that do they install the engine, plumbing and electronics. That way, if there's a problem and something like an engine needs replacing, it can be done without having to cut the boat up. Once the engine's installed, they fit the external fittings along with interior details like cushions, headliners. Once everything's done, the boat will be coated with anti-fouling and sent off for sea trials.
That's I Spy.
Huh?
I Spy.
Unfortunately, they didn't have a 69 in at the time, but they had a couple of these 57s and they were still absolutely monstrous.
Den som är intressantast just nu för långfärd.
This area was just for holding parts, getting ready to be installed into the various boats.
Nej, vad menar du?
Det är samma process på det här båten. Det är där X. Och sen för X, det är liksom, det kommer ju färdiga korgar. Det är ju rätt smart, det litar direkt på... Nej. Alltså, det skruvas fast så.
Jo, så
Lägger vi en not där han filmar där. Där det är tomt utan riggvals. Ja. Och så lägger vi... Här lägger vi notbit. Fogar vi här. Ja. Ingen plast där.
There's spaces.
It's like, I think, gluing it down. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they got to take all these out and
Yep.
then fill it up with caulking.
They're so expensive, eh? I wonder if they're so
Yeah.
expensive.
It's like custom, yeah. Well, these days it's all like just CNC'd.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, like putting each of these down.
Still a lot of work.
There's something that, I think there's a lot of screws in decking, but this is like in.
I'll just get some monkey in here, don't know what they're doing.
Det suger hela säkert.
And that wraps up our tour of the Hallberg-Rassy boatyard. We hope you enjoyed seeing how these amazing yachts are built, from cutting-edge machinery to old-school craftsmanship. In the next video we'll be taking you on a tour of our very special boat we just bought, the 50-year-old classic that's full of history and character. You won't want to miss it. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notifications so you do not miss the next episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.